In today's video, we are going to have a look at Boros Artifact. This is the deck I used to play to climb from Diamond to Mythic in a really short matter of time. I had once a 22-4 run, which was incredible. This deck basically wins with the Star Cage, which is also a really good card in the current meta in best of one, and you just shoot all the munitions in opponent's face. And what the deck can do as well, you will see in this video. So we have the stats here with the deck I used to go from Diamond to Mythic with the anti-meta deck, the Boros token deck. 73% win rate, 36-13 in 5 hours is quite good. It takes a bit longer because it's a more of a control-y type deck, but it was super fun to play, and yeah, a really good run here, 29-8. I did change some cards around. Also, this was a really nice run here in general from Diamond 3 to Mythic 21. We had a 22-4 win record. That's definitely really nice to see. There's a lot of things I changed here, and I always try to feel a way to win against Mono Red, which was the hardest matchup. And having Mobeza was definitely the way to go. I tried Authority in the beginning and I feel a bit clunky. You can find Authority from your battlefront, but I didn't like it, so I added another Beza. And since I added the Beza, the Mono Red matchup was way better. And yeah, the matchups in general, as I said before, I feel like it shouldn't... on paper, if you look at this deck, you have a lot of removal, you have life gain. So Boros and Mono Red should be a good matchup for us. It got better after the changes, so it doesn't reflect it. But other than that, Mono White, you destroy every creature type deck, you literally destroy with this type of deck. And other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was super refreshing to play. You destroy every graveyard-based deck, of course. But yeah, 36-13, really nice. And yeah, let's have a look at the deck. So here we have the Boros token artifact deck. This is a weapons manufacturing deck, and weapons manufacture is the 2-mana enchantment. And whenever a known token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. And here, important to know, leaves the battlefield. This can be exile, destroyed, sacrificed, bounced, right? No matter what, when it leaves, it does 2 damage to any target, and that's the most important way. It is type of controlling deck, and the way we do most damage with our munition is, or the way we finishing opponent, is the Pinnacle Star Cage. Star Cage with munition, as we said before, it exiles, so you do 2 damage. If you have 10 munitions and you play Star Cage, you do 20 damage, for example. Because Star Cage is a 3-mana artifact, when this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. You can also pay the 8 and then you create tokens for each exiled card, but the main reason we play this is of course for the aggressive decks, where you have like rabbits or like these kind of things, or mono red, and like all these aggressive type decks. Of course also mono white life gain, it's good against mono green. It's a really strong card, and it goes really great in our deck as well because of the weapons manufacturing. There's one card, you maybe look at it, oh, this may be a non-bow, which is the Dusk Rose here, 1-mana artifact. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, it has Ward 2. When this enters, we can exile an artifact or creature until this leaves. This card also will be exiled with the Star Cage, so you have to keep that in mind here, but sometimes you actually can do that because you can sacrifice your Star Cage later on with like a Dusk Rose itself or with a torch here, and then you can get the cards from the Star Cage if it benefits you more out again. So there are multiple ways to do this, of course, but yeah, I just wanted to mention these here. We also have the Carrot Cakes here, a 2-mana artifact, food here. It enters, we get a 1-1 and Scry, which is really nice. We can sacrifice this and get 3 life, and if we sacrifice this, we can Scry again and get another 1-1 rabbit token. Then Legion Extruder here, a really powerful card in this type of deck. It's a 2-mana artifact, it deals 2 damage to any target. We can pay 2, sacrifice another artifact, and create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature. And if we sacrifice, of course, our munition, we also do 2 damage. So if you have a manufacturing on the battlefield and a Legion Extruder, we have the possibility to create a 3/3 golem and do 2 damage in their turn, which is really, really powerful. Other artifacts we play here are the snares. This is just another exile artifact at 3 mana. Start your engine. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. At max speed we can put +1/+1 counter on target creature, but only as a sorcery. Then of course we play the United Battlefronts here. This is our finding of artifacts and enchantments in our deck. 4 mana, look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Here we basically can hit all our cards except Besa and Torch, and we can also hit our enchantments here, like Caretaker's Talent. This is the card that makes this deck go long. I used to have 4 of them in the main, but there are so many aggressive decks that if you have 2 of them on your hand, it gets quite hot at that point, and you would rather have a Besa, for example, on your hand. But this card is really powerful. It's a 3 mana enchantment, a class. In the beginning, when this enters, we can, it says whenever 1 or more tokens you control enter, draw a card. This only triggers only once each turn, so you can do it in your turn, draw a card. You can do it in opponent's turn, draw a card. Level 2 is 1 white. You can copy a token you control. This also is possible with the munition token here. Of course, we can also copy our rabbits here, but usually we will copy our munition because the rabbits could technically be removed and then you don't get that trigger which you want. And then on the level 3 for 4 creature tokens you control get +2/+2. We do have creature tokens in the rabbits, in the Legion Extruder golems here, or in the Fountain Port fishes, right? So still quite a good level 3 for the deck that we play here. Then we play 1 enchantment here that is mainly in this list because of Kavera, which is a Rest in Peace here. It's a 2 mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile all graveyards. If a card or token would be put in the graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. This card we can also hit with the Battlefront, so there's a good way and chance to actually get Rest in Peace. I had 2 Rest in Peace in the beginning, and I lost twice to Kavera, not finding it either with just the card or with United Battlefront. I added a 3rd one and I never lost 1 game against that deck anymore. And you can try to, and maybe you're not like me and just whiff on it completely. If I would only run 2, I would probably run 4 talents here or add another Dusk Rose. Depends on what you face more. Then 1 card that looks maybe a bit awkward because it cannot be hit by Battlefront is Besa, the Bounding Spring here. I had a hard time against Mono Red in the beginning, and even though we have a lot of removal, we have life gain here, Besa changed that for me. Besa is a 4 mana 4/5, and when it enters, you create a treasure token if they have more lands. You gain 4 life if an opponent has more life than you, and this is really nice. You have a 4/5 body, 4 life there. And you create 2 1/1 blue fish creature token if an opponent controls more creature than you. And you can draw a card if they have more cards in hand. So this is a super flexible card. A 4/5 for 4 mana, already really good. And this card has 2 ways to create tokens. So it's still a decent card with Caretaker Talent to draw cards in certain situations, right? That is why we play Besa, and it helped me a lot to win that matchup way better. Another removal spell is the Torch the Tower here, which is a 1 mana instant. So we have instant speed removal on the 1 slot here as well. Because again, there's a lot of aggressive deck. Torch the Tower deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And if this spell was bargained, it will deal 3 damage and you scry. Bargain is really nice because you can sacrifice an artifact or enchantment, which can be a munition. So you can do 5 damage in total for 1 mana and scry, which is super powerful. And if the permanent will die, it will be exiled. So also really nice against the slashers, against Vivis, against like all these type of cards, against the innocents, against these Glimmer Cat cards. So Torch the Tower also really nice. Mana base here, we do have some surveillance here just to smooth out some draws. You can maybe even run 1 more, but we still have cards we definitely want to play onto. So yeah, feel free to add 1 more surveillance because usually you start playing turn 2 cards if you don't have the removal. We play 3 Fountain Ports here, a card that also is really nice in this deck because you can sacrifice a token, which can be a munition token, and draw a card. Super nice. You can create tokens to trigger the card talent. You can either pay 3 and a life, get a fish token, or you pay 4 and get a treasure token. So you have multiple options here with this card, and this card is the best card against control itself. So yeah, basically you try to have a weapons manufacturing, you create a lot of tokens, Dark Age, and win the game. Against control, Fountain Port and Caretaker Talent take over. I played against a lot of blue-white control, and I think I won more in general. And usually if you have a talent and the Fountain Port, you get it. And what's really, really cool is, against Mill, I never lost a single game. Because Rest in Peace shuts off their artifacts. Because we don't have any cards in our graveyard. So they would have to deal with this card first. And that's not that easy. They would have a lot of mana up there. So yeah, Rest in Peace not only against Carvera, right? It works against Mill. It works against Ors of Tokens, which I also played quite a lot. Carvera, right? It works against Vivid in a good way. So yeah, Rest in Peace, again, super good card in this meta. And yeah, great to hit, great to find with Battlefront as well. Other than that, yeah, it's not really perfect, of course, but you can still bargain it with the Tau if you need to. So play it out if you need a bargain there. But that's about it. Other than that, it's not really helpful. But yeah, super cool deck. I saw this list or similar list on Fire Shoes on X, and it performed quite well in a best of 3. So I was like, let's see, this is probably something we can modify for best of 1. And I was like, maybe I should see how I can climb with this. And as you can see, the win rate is absurd at a 22-4 run. From Diamond 3 to Mythic, which is quite good in a really short period of time. So yeah, great second deck choice, I think, for me here to climb to Mythic. What do you think about the deck? What are you playing right now to climb? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like my content, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to reach the 4,000 subscription here on YouTube at the end of the year, and I think we can get there. We're already close to it. It will be really nice, and at 5,000 I definitely do giveaways or something like that. Thankful for everyone who is supporting my channel, and yeah, had a lot of fun, and I would say enjoy the games. One lander. I'm gonna keep this for the surveil option here. If you find a second land, if you find 3 lands, this is absolutely playable, of course, but just need a land on top. Unfortunate not. Playing a lot of lands in this deck. Found a second land here. I will drop the Rest in Peace here. I don't know what they play. I want to have my Extruder here just in case. Because I see Boros is usually something with creatures. Not Boros, I see like this type. So it's usually an aggressive deck. And here we go. 2 of them. Okay, wow. And yeah, unfortunate here. We are not that good to draw another land, but that's fair. We kept the 1 lander, right? So we get rid of 1 here, which is still okay. Sure, Starcage here would have been way better overall. Now our Starcage would get the Extruder as well. If they have a Nemesis, we need to find a land, or maybe we have to use the Reliquary here. So we're taking 2 damage for sure. And them not playing a creature here, okay. So it's a Lizard deck, which I kinda guessed here. So if we find, just saying, if we find a white mana here, the game is probably over. So let's hope we find that, and the game will be over if we find a white land. There's just no way. And here we go. And this is what I mean, creature-based decks, and then you play a Starcage. And everything's gone. We still have 17 life. And they have no creatures. And we kept 1 lander. That's quite funny. Yeah, at this point, I don't know what they want to do. It must be frustrating for sure. That is a frustrating situation. Flamecaller here. Good card. We gonna actually set up here. I'm okay with taking a little bit damage here, as long as I can set up more. Because we're gonna snare next turn. I could have used the talent as well, but I definitely want to go factory, snare, and then having this. Taking the damage, it's okay. Taking the damage. It's still a lot of damage, but yeah, if they don't play a creature, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we snare here. Getting a token as well. Now we have removal here, and we have access to the token. Okay, yeah, we just have to remove these cards. Here, we're gonna go with a second manufacturing. Then we go with this one. Sacrifice our token, shoot 2 in the face. And then use our Dusk on this card and get 2 tokens. I wish I have Caretaker talent there, but what can we do? We still have to survive, right? Once they do not play creature, we can play it. Until then, okay, double Wine Lasher. I'm not too happy with this. This is quite okay. Here we could bargain, but we don't have to bargain. Okay. Actually, let's just shoot this one here. So what we're gonna do now is we will just pass. We maybe use the torch in their turn. If I take 1 damage from a land, so be it. So be it, to be honest. I don't mind that too much. I'm gonna keep my torch here just in case. I will take 1 damage if that's it. What's it take? They have some lizards where when they do damage and stuff, but okay. So now it's our turn. We're gonna pass here. Just to remove that little one. We use our Legion Extruder here. To get rid of this one. And I'll even spend mana, which makes this even better. We have a 3/3 blocker here. For them it's almost impossible to play creatures against us now. This is a good card. That's a danger. That's probably the only dangerous card right now. So I want this in the graveyard. Well, it doesn't actually matter. It's not even a dangerous card. I'm so stupid. Because we have Rest in Peace. I don't know why I did that. Well, that was not needed at all. Absolutely not needed. Why did I do that? Oh guys, I played too much Magic. I played too much Magic. That was absolutely stupid, but it was still fun. I didn't want to do that to BM for dominance here or anything. That was just stupid. In my mind, I forgot we had Rest in Peace because of the artwork. I changed the artwork before. And I didn't see it. And sometimes you have so many cards that it's also quite hard to see everything. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to see everything. I make this because of the removal spell I could have. This is not... We could technically finish the game this turn. So we attack, we put them on 11. It is definitely risky, but I just want to show what we can do here. So you play the Dusk, right? You get 2 triggers here, which is 8 damage. And we play this one. And we rearrange the triggers so we get the tokens first. So preventing the life gain allows me this play, so maybe it wasn't even that bad. Because we have 12 damage. And I don't think they have instant speed life gain. I just want to show it what it can do, right? That's exactly what it does. So here. Finish the game like this. GG. 28. Salty Scuttle. Okay. What? Yeah, that's a keep for sure. I love having these cards. That's like... This works against most of the decks, so we love to see that. can open up with this. If it's mono black, that's usually... What is the rabbit? Hello? What in the rabbit world is this? Are they just playing this apparent here? Or what is, I have no idea what's going on, but Starcage is just winning the game on its own. Okay, it's just that card. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, I mean, let's just Dark Edge this. I mean, they played a parent here. I don't know. What do they have for one black? That's okay. And we want to keep the token here to deal with more of these rabbits. That's so stupid. And now we just have our tokens. It is funny though, not gonna lie. It is definitely funny. Let's create more tokens. We also want to scry here. I have a torch, which I can use. They will just keep playing these rabbits, for sure. It's really funny. Okay, let's do this so they don't get the token. What in the world are we playing against? Okay, let's do this here. This is like, when I played this deck to climb, I didn't have this bad luck with this card. I just want to mention that shortly. But yeah, that is crazy. What the hell? What did just happen? I mean, we still usually can use now our factory here, right? And then we use this card here. But I have to say, whiffing in a deck like this with Battlefront takes a lot of skill. And happened to me now twice here. Okay, they play also the Sanctifier. Makes sense, okay. And now they have this rabbit again. Funny. We're gonna get just rid of these here. I don't have to attack here. Crazy. Like, I don't mind the Sanctifier at all. I just need to get rid of them or they make the tokens. What is this, really? This is really this is actually funny. I could have blocked this here. They really want to draw a card. If they play this deck up to Mythic, I will be like, wow. Okay. I cannot imagine us whiffing a second time with the Battlefront, right? Just to make sure that we have yeah, no. We don't do a second time. We want to have an artifact here though. Let's go with the... Let's go with the snare. And now we're gonna draw cards, and then we're gonna draw more cards, and so on. And so on. We will not use the token copy here, because we want to use it in our turn. We already get a token, now we use just the rabbit cake here. I'll tell you guys I didn't play against this, Sephiroth coming in. Impressive. Okay. I'm gonna draw another card. I have no idea against what we play, to be honest. Yeah, this is still fine. It's not the perfect card, but hey, it's something. I just cannot believe that we whiff again, right? So we're just gonna shoot it. And yeah, it's these two. Gonna get rid of the Sephiroth here. Create the tokens. You also get a snare, which is really nice. Gonna attack. And at this point, I actually will get a 1-1 here. Because we maybe have to update or level up our thing to finish this next turn. We have 8 damage here, 5, 10, 10 damage, and then Pinnacle is 14. So we have 14 damage with the Pinnacle here. It's enough actually. Let's do it even more. Let's see how much we can ping here. At this point we don't have to do anything, so we're just gonna... We can attack here of course, but it really doesn't matter. Finishing off again with a good old million damage here. Even if they get the life there, it's still enough. Yep. 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 This is 18 damage. And they would be dead. So yeah, I mean, budget deck, but I respect that. And I wonder if they went to diamond with this deck. So if you watch this, let me know. It would be impressive actually. To play that rabbit there. As a 2 mana card, a 2-2 and a 1-1, and then you get more and more tokens, which is actually quite good. So they play probably Sacrifice card and Sephiroth, and then trigger Sephiroth in a really funny way. It's with Sanctifier. That's a list. That is a list. That card, maybe with Raise the Past. Imagine you have like 8 of them in your graveyard. Actually, Raise the Past with these rabbits. And then Sephiroth and the Sacrifice outlet. You just one turn win, right? Because you get so many triggers. Get so many tokens. That's actually fun. I'm pretty sure that's the list they play. So, yeah, that's fun. But you have to play the dog too, right? Like the dog is like, it's basically Raise the Past, win in 1 turn. So yeah, but Sephiroth we need to play from hand because you cannot get it back with Raise the Past, so you would have to play the other one. But that's actually a cool list, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. CBR 400RR. Okay. That's a name. I usually keep, if I have a Factory on my hand, a removal. It's usually keep for me. And I have a Scry. So when I see this, I want Starcage. That's all I want. I'm looking for Starcage. All game. It's probably like something like this. So their deck dies to Starcage. That's basically what happens. Yeah. We're looking for Scarcage or Battlefront. Not for more lands. So we're gonna try to Torch here if they would do something. I know they have the protection spell on hand. Okay. So now the protection, if they don't have it, then that's gonna be painful. But of course they have it here. So Starcage again, 1 card win the game. We surveyed quite a lot. We have 4 Starcage. We take a lot of damage here though, which is not optimal. And we just saw lands. So yeah, not helping. Not really helping here. So we may be just dead. Because, yeah, drawing lands. Flooding is one of the things. Like, this matchup, usually I would say 90% you win the game. Like, there's almost... You only lose this matchup if you have this situation, right? So, yeah, congratulations, opponent. I'm happy for them because they Diamond 1, they want to go to Mythic, right? So, it's definitely helpful for them. And GG. Okay, play against Samuel Nara. With this hand. We don't have red, but I'm gonna keep this. I play against a lot of aggressive decks, so I like Starcage. It's a really good draw. Let's see what we face. Okay. Can be anything so far. We have to discard. So it's Pixie. It's Torch with our hand. Okay. Looking for lands here. Snares is a good card, but I really want to have a land. Battlefront is pretty good, because if we have a lot of things out, the Pixie deck doesn't do much against us. So if we lose a token here, then okay, we lose a token, like I don't care. Do not care. Do not really care. The cakes make so that I don't have to discard all the time. Okay, yeah, we lose the token. Could be worse, huh? And yeah, a bit unfortunate with the draws here, but it's funny. Sometimes you don't get cage, and sometimes you only cage. But cage is nice against the Sanctuary too. A corpse. Okay. Makes our Starcage quite good, so we're gonna block here. We have to play Starcage next turn anyway, at least it gives us a red. We block, yeah. And that's maybe not a Pixie. But now we know they cannot play a Pixie because it doesn't have flash. So happy to get rid of these two cards here. Now we have Besa and Battlefront. Besa is not something I play right now, of course. Battlefront would be nice to find the talent and the factory. That's like the main goal, because we have the artifacts in our hand. Snares are a bit weird against them. I mean, they're probably just gonna use the Sanctifier. It's like what I guess. The Sanctuary, right? And then try to attack for free. Then we have another Starcage. If we Battlefront, we have to find cards that are not removals. But I still think it's the better card to play here. This is a good combination of cards, for example. Something that produces creatures and something that produces our tokens is pretty good. So if they play any bounce effect, it's not really efficient here. They probably use the land, but the land is okay for my Starcage. I don't know why. Kieran is okay for me, sure. They pay 3, it's okay. That is totally fine. I still have a Besa on my hand, so quite happy about that. I take 5, whatever. Like, literally whatever here. Yeah, we're gonna use this in our turn. I kind of want to get rid of the flyer because of my cage here. And I have my fountain port to make another token in case I need to sacrifice something. Seam Rip. Kinda makes sense, I guess. I will take the 3 damage here, so our Besa gets actually more useful. Yeah, the 1/1 goes away. We take the damage, then we can use Besa. If I do this, I will get a draw. But it's probably not really what I need. Okay, still have a 4/5 now out. Have removal spell too. And still have cages, and cages are great in this matchup. Now we have a 4/5. I don't think they have a damage spell here, right? So I will block. That is for sure. Another land. Okay, here we're just gonna attack. We have the torch, which is super nice. So we will just attack. So they probably have a Kyrian on hand to stop there, or any removal, or maybe it's just a land stop as well. But they on 10. And so we're gonna attack here. They get life from the breaker if they want to, but I'm okay trading with a sanctuary there as well. Totally fine about that. Okay, it doesn't bounce the enchantment, which is good for me. And then we pass. Then we pass. We have to keep the land up just in case for the breaker. Get lost. Okay, we get 2 tokens, which is good for drawing. So that is fine. Now we can draw cards with the Fountain Port end of turn if you want to. If they have a break, we have to make a fish though. Oh, that's a good card.
So long as we fight,
it's a pretty good card. But we gonna bargain this one. It gives us a scry. No, we don't gonna bargain this one. Just get rid of this Elspeth here. Okay, we lose Besa. That's okay. We're gonna create a fish token here. Try to pressure a bit more. Gonna keep one of these tokens for drawing. Can push them down on 3. I kinda like this. So they have to use mana for breaker or for the land. And this is 2 mana and this is 4. That's a good draw. That's a pretty good draw. That's definitely what I would consider a good draw. Maybe it would have been better to not do this and use the Fountain Porter in case they have a removal. That's also a good draw. Yeah, now I feel safe. And what's nice about this is that we can use we can block and use Fountain Port, so they cannot get the life from the Acolyte. Double Acolytes, wow. It's a good draws over there. Well, it's okay by me. No life gain for you. Still on 3. They get 4 life here if they want to. And they maybe do to get the triggers on the Acolyte, right? I would do that. It's 2 robots. Seems like a good decision to do. Oh no, they already get it anyways. Okay, so we have these 2 cards there. I think we're just gonna open up with a Battlefront here. And if we find a snare, we're already in a nice position here. We found a Dusk Rose. And we found a Pinnacle. That's pretty decent. We have the 4 damage here, right? So we're gonna get rid of this one. And then we destroyed Acolyte because we don't have lethal here in hand. Now we can actually shoot the opponent here. And use another snare. Which we actually do this here. And then we use the snare on the Acolyte. And then we're gonna use snare. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a weird order, but I still think it's totally fine. Getting rid of both Acolyte, it is quite important. Seam Rip. Okay, the factory, sure. Now they have the land there, which I don't like too much. That's a good card as well. Not bad, opponent. Opponent is drawing gas. Gasoline here, gasoline. We have the Rest in Peace. Bit too late, to be honest. A bit too late. Okay, we won the game. 1, 2. Sometimes the tapping is a bit slow here. Gonna open up with a weapons manufacturing. Then we're gonna use the extruder here and shoot in the face. And then we're gonna use the Star Cage here to finish this off. Finishing off with the Star Cage. And here. And here. This is the first time I used this deck against Pixie deck. Well, it was quite fun to play. And yeah, it's definitely nice to play against a different type of decks in a while, so yeah, I had fun. Okay. Gion, okay. Yeah, again, this is a hand I like to keep. It's definitely more on the removal side. With a weapon manufacturing, this hand is absolutely gas, but we have a lot of scry. So we do like to have that. Just seeing this land gives me a bit of aggressive vibe. So I will keep the Beso here for sure. And we go for Carrot Cake. Maybe they played a similar list than me. Definitely keep the Battlefront. The stop here usually means that they have spells. I feel like they have removal spells. Maybe dropping Nemesis here. Ifrit, what in the world is going on? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yuna. Yeah, didn't expect a Yuna. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then we scry again. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Cool. I like this. Okay. Titan. That's really nice. That mana problem wanted to discard there. So we go for the 4th land here if we can. Definitely go for the 4th land. Okay, Thunder Magic. Thunder Magic! Opponent is making me happy with these cards. That is for sure. We're gonna attack here. Are we gonna Battlefront here? Trying to get good cards like these two. It's good setup, these two cards. This sets up everything we do after. And then we won the game. Opponent didn't draw a land. I really wished I would have played more here. But yeah, what can you do, right? Okay, I have to get some extra games in because I want to make the video a bit longer as well. Yeah, so it's the next day I do this video. Yeah, we can keep this. We have Scries and we have removal. We also have a Battlefront and Caretaker talent if we have to go longer. Yeah, we take the land here. White. Against that, we have to shoot it down early. We want to have all the removals. Because they play Aura. If they don't have a creature for their Aura, their deck is kind of weak. The best we can have is for sure the cage. We're gonna play this. I would like to have this, but we're gonna play this just to make sure that we have the 4th land. Because Battlefront is a way to find the cage. Because it looks like they play mono white aura. I think mono white aura is okay. I still think they're definitely better auras. I mean, now we can actually set this up here. Because I didn't play a creature there. Didn't play a creature. Okay, I mean, they still... Yeah, that's a bit on the weak side for them there. Again, here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove all the creatures, so no aura for them. That's like the main idea here. Found a land, which is nice, and we're gonna attack. Just make sure we get rid of the creatures. And this setup already, look, I mean, the board state is quite heavy in our favor already. If we have a Star Cage, we do remove these cards though. So now they maybe are able to protect it. You have to consider that. Which is really interesting. So I can try shoot it. I think we go for... I could draw more cards. They have a protection spell on the survival for sure. That's the one I really want. So it looks good for us. We're gonna attack here. If they use the aura here for the block, I'm already happy. I don't think they will. They need to keep that one for a spell. But yeah, we have the manufacturing out. So now Battlefront and everything's just gonna be way better. Way better. All we need is Star Cage. They have no answer for Star Cage. And the thing is, if they have auras, right, if we Star Cage, we only take away their creature. These will go to the graveyard. So, as expected, they're gonna do these things, right? Yeah, we of course block here. They keep the removal spell, the protection spells in their hand here, of course. We're gonna attack first. Because I don't think we will whiff. But to be extra safe, we attack only with one here. Because I used to whiff sometimes and I don't like it. So yeah. This is an interesting one. Yeah, we're gonna do this. They cannot protect from the Star Cage. They cannot. We're gonna lose these 3 artifacts, but there's a chance to sacrifice this anyways, which is still nice. Okay. And that was our turn. We're gonna draw so many cards. Like, they need to still find a way to put out the creature. It's not really easy to do with this setup now. Okay, here we go. Draw cards. Creating a lot of ammunition now. Nope. Keeping up the munitions. We're gonna do some damage here. We're gonna pass here because we want to make a 3/3 token in their turn. We also have the ability to shoot here, which is nice. I don't see a way of them winning. If they have a Glimmer, I will not shoot at that point. But they realize now they have to always use their own auras in their turn if they want to protect the creature. Okay. They get the creature. So we definitely gonna shoot here, right? Then they use the aura here. They don't have. So confused. But okay, well, that's a huge blowout. We get a lot of draws in. I think this is where you just, I mean, there's definitely no way anymore. So yeah, GG. That was a clean game. Let's do another one. Okay, case to victory. Yeah, as a keep. We do not have a way to yet create a token for Dusk, but we have the weapons factory. We have a lot of removals. I could definitely not play it like this. Yep. But this secures 2 damage, this will be 2 damage, so what do you want to do? Having the Star Cage is huge. If we find a white mana, they're gonna be in a bit of pain there. Okay, well. I kinda like this. We're just gonna remove it. Okay. I like the 2 for 1 there. Sure, we had to pay the ward cost, but could be worse. This one is a bit of a problem where I really need to get the token out, which I do not have yet. Super painful. Yeah, super painful. Sometimes it's frustrating, I can tell you that. We really need a token. Again, mana is not on our side here. If we don't find life gain, we will have a problem. But I can already tell you guys it's almost unlikely we win from here. So we will give up. We go to 6, they have 2 shots, we dead. There's no way. Okay, let's add more content to the video. More content to the video we need. I really hope we find good matchups, guys. I was cutting the video, and again, the video didn't have good games or anything. It's so tricky, really, to make YouTube content sometimes. Just to find the right matchups. They have to be kind of good good decks. Like I already cut out like games where like it's too much flooding, or like, except if it's funny, or opponent is flooding and they do nothing. Usually cut out too. Like these type of games, like they don't help to show the deck. So let's hope we find something here. We're gonna keep this hand. We have removal, but only on turn 3. Green, but we can scry, which is nice. With our hand here, but they have green. I'm gonna keep this just because they have green. Okay. Green and white. Yeah, I can keep the additional rule. This is usually like some sort of mid-range combination. If they add blue, it will be a bit... that is what I didn't want to see. Okay, okay. Can play this. Can play this. We're gonna get rid of their card advantage for sure. That one we do not like to see. They have to play their own snares. Another one? Well, I do want to have the factory first before I actually gonna use my Battlefront here. That is for sure. If they have a token type deck, Starcade is still good. Okay. Well, they get a draw here. I definitely need to get rid of that taker there. It's really important. They can copy the land next turn. I really do not like that. Really do not like that. Wow. Most likely should go this way. A second manufacturing could be the way, but let's go like this. It gives me a draw here. It gives me a draw. I cannot use this on anything there. I also give them a draw, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, we pass here. We want to keep that token there just to get an additional one, or keep it for the Dusk Rose. But yeah, I need to get rid of that talent there. Oh, that's a dangerous one. Okay, Starcade is really good in this matchup, I think. They will trigger things, but Starcade against tokens is the way to go, guys. I love their deck already. I used to play a similar list. So, yeah. They make their tokens. Okay, yeah. But which one you choose? Makes sense, yeah. Beautiful deck they play. Okay. So, this is an interesting one, right? Like, most likely this is the better one to do. Yeah, we're gonna do this here. I do want to keep the token post Starcade. So we're gonna shoot here for now. We're only gonna get a draw here. I'm gonna play this one. Thanks. Thanks, yours is nice too. We don't need the land. Okay. Now their level 3 is not so good, but Koei, really cool deck. Oko, wow, this is so nice. I love their list. Oh, this is a great game. I won't care if I lose or win, but we can get rid of Oko, which is already nice. Okay. Oh my god, I have to play something like this, guys. Okay, so, okay, first step, we're gonna get rid of... Do we actually need this one now? We can just use the... I think we're gonna use a second talent here. Then we're gonna get rid of the token there. Gonna shoot the Oko. Get rid of this one. Get the tokens. I would like to find a land here, untapped land, I mean. Okay, no. And then we attack. Card advantage wise, we're definitely on the better side here. I do have a way to kill the Overlord end of turn. Another one. It's gonna be crazy, this game. Okay. Wow. Get 2 tokens. Get the draw in. Like, it's not easy to deal with the enchantment. The way I'm gonna win here is... The way I'm gonna win is by using the manufacturing, but I need more. Now we don't need the land here. Okay, this one worked. That is the one I was looking for. I can shoot the opponent's face here. Now we're gonna use one, shoot one, remove one, draw a card. I have to get rid of these tokens here. This one. Keep drawing, right? Not really good draws itself. Just really want to get rid of all these creatures all the time. We're gonna get an additional one here. I just want to make sure I have enough to finish this game. They don't have haste creatures, so yeah. I will draw 2 cards again. What is this one? Oh, gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. This is a crazy one here. This is a crazy one. Can we be faster though? That's a good one. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Okay. So we have 4 now. Four tokens, right? 4, which is 8 damage, 6, 12. We would need 2 artifacts hit here. So we're gonna attack first. And then we try to Battlefront into something. Starcatch plus something. It's not Starcatch plus something. I mean, they don't have haste, right? It's gonna escalate crazy over there. If they find a way to have haste, then I have a problem, of course. So we need to survive this turn and then we can win, I guess. So let's see. We have lethal on board. I just hope there's no haste. Okay, drawing cards, huh? There's so many tokens. Okay, going for the land to trigger. This is really nice. This is really nice. This is, guys, this is a great matchup. If I survive this turn, I win. If I not, I die, right? There's a card that gives haste to everything from EOE. So yeah, I could have won there, of course, if I had a Dark Age, but what can I do? He has an army. I will try to play this deck. That is for sure. Guys, that is for sure. Koei, you got me. That is amazing. I just need to build a bit more efficient against certain decks, right? Yep, this is crazy. Wow, this is gonna be so many triggers. We just need to hope there's no haste. What in the world? This is crazy. Resolve all. So because of doubling season... Oh god, this is 232 tokens. If there's a haste card, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Come on, just survive this one. I will not mind if I die, but I would love to win this one. Okay. So that's a removal spell. Well, what do you get? Oko for absolute craziness. Maybe. Maybe. Wow. I love this so much. Okay. Factory. It's kind of fine for me. Still 12, huh? Spend your mana for everything. This is a really great game. Okay. They are all 6/6 now. Still 9 mana is scary. Okay. I mean, there could be a counter, right? But what can I do? Okay, let's try. Let's just go for it. Do we have it? Oh, we actually have it. That's a crazy one. Wow. Well, I'm happy. You know, I wanted to make more video for content for this deck, and then we face this. It's not a meta deck we face, but it's definitely a great game. We removed 232 tokens. Oh, this is great. Koi, this is great. Oh my god. If you watch my video or anything, please comment. Send me that list. That is really nice. That is really nice. Do you have a way? Gain 3 life, okay. I appreciate it. Go on 15. I still have some damage I can do. Good game. My man, good game. Wow. Wow. Oh, that is great. Great. Love it. Okay, ready? Oh guys, I'm still like, that game was absolutely amazing. Okay, new game. We don't have tokens, so Dusk is kind of weak, but I can try this. If it's mono red, it's hard. If it's mid-range, it's okay, but there's not many mid-range, so this is definitely a hand to mulligan. Let's see. I saw them having a mulligan. Black, okay. Everyone always wants me to face a black deck. Black deck usually is quite easy for me to play against. If they play Annex, we have Snare. Okay. They're gonna draw the card here. We cannot stop that. We have to remove that. We need to get rid of that one ASAP. Definitely need to get rid of the card advantage on their side as early as possible. So that one is gone. That's important. He knows how to play the game. Opponent knows how to do it, but we know as well. I have to get rid of these. I have to get rid of these. Of course, it would be nice to have the talent out there, but I couldn't wait one more turn. Don't want them to have too much advantage. Okay, that's an exile target. I will do this to draw the card here. Not sure if it's the right choice, but with Torch plus this, is still we have 5 damage. So that's still good. But getting the extra draw here I think is still important. Getting the extra draws is good. We like to draw in a control deck. It's a good draw as well. Okay. We're still on 14, so in a decent position. Board looks great for us, of course. And black doesn't really have a way to deal with this. As I said, it's like 5, right? Could have attacked there, missed 5 damage. Yeah. Missed 5 damage. We're gonna get rid of this one for sure. We already have a torch. Clean the board quite well here. Gonna go for the scry here and the draw. If we have a land, we take it. Order, sorry. And we're gonna keep the torch up here. Yeah. Great to have a torch here as well. Shoot and remove that. Just having the control of the board is important. They maybe sacrifice this though, if they have a way, or remove it so it's not exiled, which would make sense. Okay, yeah, well played. Can go Beza, get a token, get life, I think. We will get the token here from the treasure. And it's a good pressure tool since they don't really have... If it's removal, then it's removal, that's okay. Let's do it like this so we have a token in their turn as well. To get an additional draw. Yeah, so they are in top deck mode. They cannot do the combo yet. Yeah, that's probably it, huh? I'm gonna draw here. I don't want the land. Okay, it's a good land. Just try to finish this off, getting the draw here again. Double draw, I mean, of course. Okay, we get Star Cage, so we are working on the finishing. Since we're working on the finishing, we gonna take this one, attack. And next turn we win the game. Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we had some good games here. Definitely more content, and here we had mono black, and yeah, it's a good deck, lots of fun. Still that band game is still in my head. What a great game. Yeah, thanks Koi, thanks guys, and yeah, cool games. So yeah, this is the deck we played, and it was quite fun, and sometimes we are just unlucky. I mean, playing Battlefront and hitting no card is really, really rare, and it happened to me twice. Still won, but how in the world did that happen? I have no idea, but hey, we have to deal with it. And I played too much Magic these days for sure. I mean, I climbed, right? And you saw my record. So sorry if my plays were not optimal, but I wanted to showcase most of the time what Star Cage can do. And we did what we do, right? I didn't face any mono red deck right now. It was just the same, like random decks. Totally strange. I never played against certain decks, but it was fun. It was refreshing to finally play against different things, against burn and control, right? So it's definitely nice. And yeah, the deck is still really strong. It can adapt quite well. It's a control type deck, right? Yeah, super fun to play, and you should definitely try this out. It is based off a best of 3 list, and I changed some cards with this, added the Star Cages here in the besa for best of 1. But if you don't face mono red, then you don't need the besas. You can up the talents here, or even like the Dusk Rose here for sure. But yeah, I had to add them, and this is the version I played to climb, so I will show it here like this. But super fun to play, and if you like my content, feel free to subscribe and like the video. Trying to grow and grow and grow, and hopefully reach the 4,000 by the end of the year, but I think we are good on track. And you can also join my Discord, great community there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Wish you all a good night, good day where we are. See you all next time.